Welcome back, everyone. So we're going to be trying to finish up what we have here, and I need to send this guy back. He just wiped out all the ships at once, which wish you did that before, you know? Anyway, so we talked in the last video about making a nice little place down here, and we're going to try to make that happen. Now, are they still building that up over here? I think they are. Perfect, they are. So yeah, we're going to start moving over some of our defenses at the same time while we start making our other little town area. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. And we're going to try to hopefully finish up this series by building this little area so we get the four corners, pretty much our main village, or not village, city here, pretty much our military fort over here, which looks pretty good, and then just another place over here. And we're going to do the same thing over here, except we're going to be trying to do more focus on fishing and meat production, which, that's something I just made up on the spot, and we're going to try to make that happen. Now, our last mistake when we, did this was not make any food. Yeah, and then they all starved to death. The end. So we're going to try to fix that and change things up. So we're going to try to remove all the rocks at the same time. And this is going to be a big project, but we do have full control over the island, and we should maybe not have any problems with Vikings, but we still might. And I could make a little Viking area so they just spawn in there, and then the dragons basically go crazy, ripping them a new one. That could be the plan. Anyway, we're going to have this cut down. We're going to try to get rid of all the dens before we start. And then we're going to do it in a little sequence here by making some farm areas. One over here because, why not? It's a dark green area. Actually, this might be a good location for one. Let's see if we can get a Noria here since it is by the ocean, but it should work. It's not going to work. Okay, well, I deleted that for nothing. So that makes, well, actually, no, wait, what am I doing? I could put one over here. Man, I just drank one of the Cokes from a glass bottle, and I feel a little goofy. And let's put it over here, since it seems like a lot of green areas over here, and that would be a good start. And then we can easily put a farm down, or farms down, and then we can put a large reservoir maybe up over here. That might maybe want a little bit farther, like up over here. Thinking up over here, because then we have more access to green area. Yeah, that might be the best idea. We'll put it right about there. We can get the, what was it? I think the aqueducts? Yeah, I remember the words. Right about here. And Shrubro has claimed a fire, or was set on fire. Thanks for that, game. And these guys are cutting them down, and hopefully we can start getting to work on some things. And what I'm going to do is start peering off the area and put some, actually we can do that right now. We can start putting some fishing huts here. I'm going to put on every corner here so it looks a little better. One there, one, lag. There we go. And I am going to hope that this is not unplayable, but so far so good, sort of. We just have to make sure that we get the Vikings out of the way. But there is going to be a lot of fish here. And what we can also do is start peering off this entire area since we do have the resource. I might want to wait on that. I might want to be a little careful on this and just, not wipe it off completely. Just do something like this so it's not, like I said, wiped out completely. And that's just for me to be a little safe here. There we go. And like that, and like that, because I'm just, careful like that. But let's get this out of the way. They're good. Get that there. And okay, one right there. And I just like this because it looks like yeah, mini docks, Ooh, can we possibly get more stone by doing this? We can get fish, more meat. That's always good. All right, we can't really get much more of anything, so we're gonna have to wait for them to build this. And I don't really have a set. We can actually build down here, since it looks like it looks a little bit more open. We can use the space right here, and then we can kind of go along and build. But like I said before, I want this to be our kind of just overall meat production is what they have it, or just like fish and meat. But I'm going to try to make this look decent. It's not going to be the best looking, but I'm going to try my best using some of the decorations and yeah, some of the decorations from the DLC mod. And if you're watching this, I am working on that in the background, which is going to take some time since I want to improve the quality of my videos, especially since we're nearing 1,000. That's when I really want to start putting more effort into things. Not saying I don't put effort into it, but not as much as I want to at times, and that's mainly because of work. But, thanks to hours being cut because we keep hiring people, I have more time on my hands, I guess I could say. What the absolute fuck did I just see? They bumped each other out. Huh? What? What? Huh? What is this? Wait, what? There is no, um, what? Okay, I did not expect to see this. Um, huh. I am, that is interesting. I have never seen the mod ever do that at all. Well, I, huh. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I just never seen this before. Where is he going? No one will ever know. You know what? It's super laggy right now, but I'm just curious, I'm just curious where this guy is going. Like, is he gonna find, what he's looking for? Or are we gonna shoot him down? Please don't shoot him down. I want to see what happens. Uh-oh. Okay, so he gone out just to... Okay. Um, okay. You know what? I really thought he was going to keep going and go through that wall again, and the ballistas were just going to shoot him, being like, what is this sorcery? But you know what? We're just going to leave it as it is. But yeah, this is what's been going on now, and I'm just having the dragons go crazy on some boats. It's working, slowly but surely. It's super laggy, though, I'll tell you that right now. Uh-oh. You're going. I guess we can just make you keep shooting. I'm just going to make this happen because it's just... What are you doing? Okay. Well, I guess I'm actually worried about that. We're gonna have to make them return to roost if they can. It might be bugged again. Maybe not. Oh, it's super laggy. Okay, it's because of this, though. I need to start making ballistas on the side so we can prevent this, or just make a thing over here. Might be the best option is to do it over here right now. Okay, so we are currently building this right now. It's not fully done, but it's something. And this is going to have to be good enough to hold them off. And, I'm still building it up. And yeah, I definitely need to maybe make a... What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh. I think we know the problem. Because I somehow deleted underneath them so they don't have any actual structured land. Interesting. That is a... Okay, well, there is a problem with that. Wait, what? Oh, wait, never mind. I see there. Okay, should be good, right? There we go. Alright, so we have to rebuild this for it to work. Fine by me. We're just going to build it up again. And something like that. Boom, boom. And let's get it up again. There we go. Boom. Uh-oh. There we go. And should be good. And then we're gonna rebuild the archer tower. So we're gonna have 4 here for now, and we're gonna definitely place more, but I'm okay with this setup because we do have the dragons. That's gonna help assist if they aren't bugged out, but they might be, because there is a dragon that's waning, but we shouldn't be good, hopefully. Okay, they are shooting. Ooh, took out the first one. Look at that. You can see the arrows just flying around, though. Okay, so that guy literally just drifted into the side, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I just want to see how this works out, and, then we can start working on whatever we want. But it looks like this is working out pretty well, because they get to sit there and just do their job with the arrow fire covering them. Are they going to be attacking the walls? That's your first mistake, I think. I don't know, actually. Maybe, actually. Ooh, we should maybe put some masons here so that we can have a nice old time so that we don't have to worry about it. Uh-oh. They might destroy that, actually. But they are kind of lined up here. Hopefully this can hold them off. So far, no catapults, but we are really just making work of them. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, we should be good now. This should help prevent the lag and the buildup that really lags my game. I have noticed a overall performance change due to this being fixed, or somewhat fixed at least. So that's good. Let's get another castle block here so it kind of prevents them from doing that. I think I saw a YouTuber do this, is double layering the wall so they don't have the idea of, hey, maybe we can do that. And instead, it's going to be the option of, no, we can't do that. So let's double layer this, and then once we double layer it, we're going to start working on this city, or yeah, pretty much another city over in that one corner. Let me just kind of finalize some designs here, and this should be good. That was pretty, pretty smooth. 57 people died of plague. Okay. Really wish they didn't, but you know, it's something. I'm gonna have to really start boosting the population here so we can get something going. And let's start working because this is now up and running. It is time to make the farms, but I'm gonna clear this out a little bit more so it's a little easier on me. And we can start building the farms first and then build everything else after. All right, so we're coming back in on year 454, and we're, you know, watching them get utterly slaughtered. And my lag is actually pretty much gone now, which is pretty fun. And now, if you can see on the top right, we have stuff on the map down here. So these are the farms. Now, we have pretty much meat here, and I did set up a granary deposit kind of thing, just playing around. I think I went a little too heavy on the trees over here, but it works out pretty decently. I might remove the trees or something. I'm replace it with like statues. I feel like that might make a little bit more sense than this. Maybe put I don't know. Yeah, but I am just playing around with different designs. We are having a nice main area for meat over here, which is pretty fun. You know, I definitely need to set up a mine over here because, you know, of course we're going to need charcoal for our new little city, and that's going to, you know, going to need tools as well. Now, I also set up this design too. I think I made this design before, I'm not fully sure, but it's just pretty much a pine tree with the row of trees, and I actually like this. I actually like them both, to be honest. They look pretty decent with the main farm in the middle. Now, they aren't really running anything. I really want to start getting the people going, but we do need to start setting up more industry, and then we can set up the people. So hopefully we can remove this, and what we're going to do is start placing trees over here. Yeah, we're gonna start placing trees over here. We're gonna pause so we can build. We're gonna place a tree about there, and yeah, there. So I want to place about 4 trees. That should be fine. And we're gonna try to, you know, build something up going on over here. Let's do something like this. Build like nice little roads here so they're all connected. And then once these are gone, build one of those big mines, and then we can start getting other things running. But let's do something like this. So this is going to be charcoal, should be fine. Did I have 2 up here? No, it was 1. Yeah, it was 1. Okay. So we did have 1, and that is still, you know, running these guys, which is perfect. And we do have a lot of things we need to place, for example, like a tavern and all that, which is going to definitely take time. But anyway, let's get a stockpile up and running over here. Let's put them on the 4. Uh-oh, did not mean to do that one. Thank you, game. I am having bits of lag spikes when I place things and build, but it's manageable, so we can actually continue on, which is perfect. I know some people aren't going to complain about that one. Anyway, let's get this right about here, and like that, and there we go. And all this is going to be covered by trees. We do have a cemetery over here ready whenever, and we do have more green land over here. If we need to put more farms, we can. But I'm really actually happy about this over here. Just the, you know, just the giant parks, or like the trees of glory surrounded by the butchers, which makes a lot of sense with all the, you know, what's going on over here. Let me actually put a road over here so it's like, because some people are going around the back end, might as well speed them up too. And this is going to take a while since they're far away from everything, but it should be fine. I'm not fully sure. But I'm also going to, you know what, let's just start the iron mines here, and then we can upgrade it later once we have a more stable tool supply set up. But right now we're going to put a not barracks, blacksmith. Wow. Let's put it up over here. We can make a blacksmith row. I think what I want to do is something like, I'm not going to set this up. So we want this surrounded by stone, so something like this would be good. Give it a nice little buffer zone, and trying to think of how I'm going to set it all up, but this is how it's going to go. And we can get a road here to there if we want. We can easily set something like this up too, maybe surround it as well. That should be good. And then we have kind of our dimensions, or our base roads, which we can improve upon. And we can just, I'm thinking something like this. We can put about 3 here, and that should be fine if it actually wants to place. Seems like fire claimed a farm, not my problem. And then we can also place a stockpile. Kind of want to put it back here, which hopefully the stone would go away, and then they can actually utilize this all they want. Ooh, wait a minute. No, it's going to have to be back 1. And then we can do something like that, and boom. And then this can cover the charcoal, the wood, and then also the iron and stuff like that, along with tools. Actually, no. I'm going to make 2, and then one's going to cover the charcoal, the wood, and possibly the iron, and then this one's going to cover the tools, and then I don't know, maybe iron as well, who knows. But that's kind of the plan we have here. We're still setting up the basic stuff for our massive area down over here on the right hand side, but I actually really do like this area, the butcher's area, and I kind of like this area over here too. Not really, the farm is pretty basic, but this right here is pretty good. Okay, we are all done building over here, and we are ready to start building our main town slash city, whatever the nuts you want to call it. So I didn't really think this one through because, yeah, you know, meh. If you know me, I pretty much just go with the wind. I don't really plan things out. And we're going to start by, of course, placing down a well because yeah, we encounter fires all the time, so we're gonna start off with that, and let's see what we can do here. I want to be a little bit more wealthier and a little bit more extravagant with this little area down here, and what we're gonna do is start off by putting our center with a nice great library in the middle. I feel like that would be a cool flex to start off with, and let's put it right about there. Now, of course, we're going to need some fountains, and what we're going to do is put large fountains all around it. We're going to get at least a, let's build this out so we don't have to really worry about it. Let's at least build this one out here so we can get a good idea. So we're going to put at least a one space between, or not between, but around this guy, and we're going to, enclose it in road so it actually looks like it's connected like this, because it's a cool feature to have, and it just looks a little better. It's all the small details that add up. Now we're gonna place large fountains around here just to say we're cool. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty nice, I hope. And with that in mind, we're gonna kind of pause it and just solidify it there, and we're gonna build yeah, we're gonna build roads around it, and we're gonna do that so we can, like I said, solidify it and do something like that, something like this. And I have an idea now what we could do with the fountains. So let's finish this off and get things going. So what we're going to do is use some more parts of here, and we're actually going to use pine. And what we're going to do is put them around the forest, not the forest, oh, did not mean to do that. A little bit of lag here, but that's fine. And what we're going to do is surround, or partly surround, the fountains so it has a nice little outside. What am I doing over there? Okay, I know it's not tiredness because I just drank some tea, but I actually feel wide awake for once. And I think that's because I'm finally going to relax since I have a day off tomorrow. Or I should say today. Yeah, okay, that's good. Do something like that and like that. And then what we can do is copy our design up here and use the trees, the row of trees. Would that be good? No, I think I'm going to use a spike row, actually. I feel like the spike row might work out since it is a fountain after all, and it has stone on it. So we may as well continue this little stone, stone on stone action. So let's get something like that down, and perfect. Now, I want to maybe put statues here, but I don't want to overdo it as well. So we're going to leave it as it is and have this nice little square space. I actually could possibly use this in the future. I need to get myself like certain templates and then be like, oh, we can take this, put it right there, take this design, put it right there, and just mix it all up. I feel like that would be a cool idea. And now with all this out of the way, we can start building our homes. How am I going to do that? No idea. But we could start... Okay, so we have about a 4 here. We could do something like, no. I want to give it space. We could do something like this and give give ourselves a row of houses here, and that might work. And yeah, we're going to do something like that. Row of houses. And we could possibly do another row, I think. We could. No, I'm not going to do that. We could just put villas here. That might also work. But we're going to do the same pattern over here and have a giant open main area. I've done that before in one of my last videos. I don't remember which video, but we have done it before. And we're going to keep it like that. And they should still be connected by the water, or to the water, I mean. Now, I am going to have to set up another irrigation system, and that's fine. It's pretty easy. I'll just have to make something up as I go to make this all work out. I might just move it closer over this way, or maybe get another one going and put it like over here and make a grand, I don't know, make a grand pathway. No, we don't need to make a grand pathway. We could just put a pathway like this, do something like that. Should be good. And then we can even put some statues here to make it work. So we could put a... What can we put here? I want to make it facing in. Something. I wish there was more statues, to be honest. No, that's too big. I want small ones. Ooh, Regal Lady. This one might be a good one. We can put it like this, going both ways like that, and then we can even have... Wait a minute. Wait. What if we used one of the parks here and mixed it in? Oh, I want to see the end result of that one. That actually might be pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to at least finish these two off, and this should be good. And then what we're gonna do is here. I'm gonna actually outline this too, so we can. We could put more statues down. No, I'm not gonna. Ooh, I kind of want to do that now. Just more statues. We're gonna see how well this works, and what I'm gonna do over here is the Victory Valkyrie. That one actually would be pretty nice. And there we go. And then we can put like small statues all around here. We got the Regal Lady. We have the Victory Valkyrie. And then what we can do as well is, so we have that one. We could do the Knight over here. You know, Knight. And then we need one more over here. I'm thinking fish, you know. I don't know why I'm just thinking fish. If I can ever find it. We could do the gargoyle. Or can do the gnome, but I'm kind of feeling fish, you know? I don't know what it is, but it's just fish. The flip mod would be perfect on this one, but oh well. We're not going to be able to get it. And just like that. Just like that. We're going to solidify it a little bit more, getting some roads all around it so we can get a good time. And that's going to be looking like a beast. And now I'm going to try to set up an irrigation system so it's a little closer down here. Kind of cool outline, though. I want to point that out. I'm definitely going to use this as part of a screenshot. This is one of the bigger buildings I've used, like, decoration-wise. So I want to see how this monster goes out, or comes out, I mean. But I really do want to see how this turns out. The small trees under the statue. That actually could be a really good combination that I will use a lot in the future. But we're going to have to see how that turns out. But I'm going to really quickly put a large reservoir. I want to put it over here. But, like, I don't want it too close, because then it's going to look a little wonky. I think I might just put it... I think it reach... Okay, if it has one tile, I think it still reaches. But we're going to test that out now, and it's still going to work. So, how far are you reaching? Okay, you reach over there perfectly. So we might just continue this little house row, but this time in just like more horizontal lines up over this way. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so most of this is done building, except for this up here, the large reservoir, which, it'll finish over time, but most of it is. And let's check this out. I really want to check the statue out. Okay. All right, that actually looks really good. Like, it works with it. Oh my god. That actually looks really good. Okay. Well, we know what we're going to do now. So I guess the same thing can be applied with these then, because they pretty much have the same base is what I'm assuming. Or we could just even leave it the same as a stone tile and then just place it upon it so it has a nice little green base to it. That... Oh, wait a minute. How would that work? Okay. What am I going to do? Alright, so let's just be a little creative here. So we use small trees on that one, which looks great. So we're going to use a stone tile. Okay, so it just gives it a green base, which, you know what, works, you know? So that works out pretty well. And then let's check these out. So I'm just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna test them out. So let's get the stone spikes here. Ooh. Okay, that actually looks pretty nice too. So we, there we go, lag spike. And that looks pretty nice. All right, and it just gives it a green base with a little bit of detail, which I think really works. And what we can also do is, so we got the green tile, we got the small trees, we used a small spike. So what the bushes would do is, oh, okay, definitely gonna make this part of the DLC mod and being like cool stuff. Do it. Anyway, oh wow, okay, that is a lot of ships. Okay, yeah, I might need to get more ballistas on the outside. Anyhow, we are going to continue building this. Now, we still have the irrigation system building on the side, which might cause some problems, which we're going to deal with eventually. Anyway, we do have a massive lag spike, so part of me wants to wait till this is over with. I think that might be the best idea video-wise, so let's wait for this to be finished with, and then hopefully this will be done too, and then we can get right back into building the next part. Okay, so the wave is finally over and we are back. Now let's start building what these people need, and that is some entertainment and some comforts. So what we're going to do is, of course, they need some stuff like taverns and stuff, but we're going to start building some cool stuff over here. Yeah. Well, let's build the houses first. I think that might be first. Let's see how far this reaches. So it reaches up over here. And how far do you reach? It does not tell us. Okay, that's interesting. But these are actually done. Let's take a look at the statues first. Ew, I hate those snow. So this one actually looks pretty good. I like the fish, the little designs here. This one... oh, it's still building that, but it just has a snowy base with some little spikes on the end, which is pretty cool. Really love this one. I really do like this one the most. It just gives, I don't know. And this actually works out pretty well. I don't like the little hedge underneath it, but I guess you could say it's like a little placeholder for so it doesn't fall over. So that works pretty well. And we could even put trees on the sides over here. I might do that actually. I don't know. But let's get some stuff over here going. Now, I talked about kind of lines. I might do that. I'm just going to add a second layer buffer zone over here because why not? Because we do have the room to do so. And it's going to look weird over here, but that's fine. Actually, yeah, we can do the same thing over here on the other side. May as well do that right now so we can just get them building, you know. And this waterway should be up and running relatively soon. I think it was a 3. I think it was a 3. And, oh, these guys are living in paradise, I'll tell you that right now. I hope. I don't know. They could be suffering. And then it's not paradise if you think about it. Are they actually lined up? Up over here. All right, perfect. So they are lined up, and we're going to kind of keep building over here. Boom, boom. Uh-oh, not that way. Let's see, do that again. And let's redo that. Boom, boom. All right, and these houses are going to be just, you know, here, and they should be covered by the fountain. I'm just going to do that. It was a mistake, but we're just going to make it, we're just going to leave it as it is. So let's do something like this. Oh, wait a minute. Was that, how did I do this? Okay, so I continued the pathway behind them. Oh, this one's off. That's why it looked a little weird, because this was off by 1. Got it. Yeah, this is why I do pathway, so it's, you know, working, right? And then I can catch mistakes like that, so I don't, you know, worry about it later. Let's build that there, and boom. All right, so that's still a lot of, like, people in general, which is fine by me. And there we go. Get another 2 roads here, and then wall it off. Perfect. So that is complete, and this is quite a big build. I guess you could say this is a wonder. Building wonders from Polismos to Kingdoms and Castles. That'd be pretty funny. Anyway, let's get something like this going. And now let's start into building some more common houses. So of course we're going to build apartments over here, and we're just going to make it a little, you know, greasy, you know, more compact, more just, you know, less uniform, just random, you know. So we did something like that. Well, actually, let's get rid of that. So I'm kind of following the same style as I did before. We could actually even put you right about over here and just, you know, make things work, you know, get some little alleyways, just get some stuff going, and that might work. Let's do that. And let's just keep, you know, randomly slapping things together. What houses have I not used? I don't want to use row houses, but I might have to. I'm not going to use a villa because it's not going to look nice. Could use row house. Well, yeah, let's use row houses. I'm not sure which way the entrance is. I think it's over there. Yep, it is. So we can do something like this. Something like that. And then we can put these guys that are over here. We can possibly put a apartment like that. So then it's like a 2 entrance. Yeah. So there's an entrance over here. Gonna do that because it can, and we're gonna put an entrance right there. I plan on putting the roads up to, well, actually no, I plan on just covering it over and doing something like that, and then it should work out. And, you know, just, you know, slapping things around. So we have a house over here. Let's slap something else here. Let's put a bridge house right here, and then we could even put like a tree underneath it. Let's try doing that right now. I don't know how that's gonna work. We could put like a bush. Maybe. That would improve happiness. We'll see how well that looks. We can always get rid of it and try again later. But that works. Let's get some we'll get a well over here, you know, because they aren't really like these people where they can drink from a fountain. They're the scum of the place. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that about my own people, but let's get some more apartments down. You know, I really do love the apartments, and I wish there was a variation button so you could change the variations. That's one thing I do love about certain games that do that. It's just you can change it up anytime you want. Just do one right about there, and let's place a, what can we place there? We can place a fancy house here. Screw it, why not? You know, we're here to have a good time. Might as well get that good time. And we can even put a blockhouse behind it and give it another entrance in. Yeah, okay, it was the right way over there. Something like that. And then what we can do is build a bridge house like this, put it on the corner and make that. Oh, actually, that worked out really well. We can make another road over here and it just goes like that. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that outcome. And all right, so I kind of want this to build out now and see how well this looks and go from there. But let's build some manners over here. So yeah, because we have some normal looking people. That sounds so bad. I feel like I'm gonna get canceled. Like, the bigger I get YouTube wise, I feel like there's a higher chance of me getting canceled with some of the things I say, especially to my own people. Anyway, so we have all that down. I think the next thing we need to do is start putting down markets. Now, I did learn to, you know, put more whenever needed, because yeah, we had a troubling time on the other village, or not village, city. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to put 2 down over here just to get it out of the way, and we can start placing down certain buildings, for example a church or something. Trying to think of how I want to place this. We could just even put it over here. I feel like that might be good. And then we can maybe use decorations or something on the side. But we definitely need to start putting some of these down, because that does affect our happiness, but it doesn't affect them that much because we're still having a lot of happy people. So we can put one right about there. We can easily put one over here. We might even mix it in over here. I don't know yet. But let's do something like that. And what else do we need? We need a hospital, so we can slap it in over here, you know. Yeah, just slap it right there. And what else can we do? Of course, a library. We could have actually put it down here. Oh, okay, screw that design. This actually works out a little bit better because it looks a little nicer. We can just put it down under here. That might work out. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see on that one. And now we can easily place a theater somewhere. I don't want to put it in the poor area. You know, we could easily put it over here. I want to put it over here. Do I want to design? I'll do a design later off camera, and we'll see how that goes. And what else can we do? We could just put a clinic down here. It would make sense since it is the lower end of the area. We could just put a clinic right there. Put a bridge house on top of it. That might work. So it looks like it's still underneath it. Oh, we still have a farm here, or farming area. Oh well, screw that. And then what we can do is put something like this back here. Yeah, we can put something like that there and give it a nice little back alley road or something. I don't know. Oh wow. And are we all good? We have that. I could put a cathedral somewhere, but we're not going to put it down yet. Could put a statue. Ooh, wait a minute. My throat. What we can do is put statues on both ends, and so that they're all facing the bottom back over there. There we go. And that does increase their happiness, so that works out pretty well. And we have a good decent bit done. I'll let this all build out. We'll see how well this goes down here and plan going on how this looks. I actually will want to build a town square somewhere. Can't really build it in here. I mean, it would be nice. Okay, so one thing you could do is build like town square here, or even like some of the other buildings. If you want to copy this design, but not exactly, you could even put a tavern here, hospital here, what is it called? Town square, and just anything else over here. I think you could put like a library, clinic or something. I don't know. Or maybe even, ooh, you could even put a bathhouse here in the corner and copy that. Oh, that is something I want to do in the future now. Just copy this design. Don't even put this here. Put like a statue in the middle or something and just do what I just said. Or maybe even the kingdom. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna let this place build and let it run. Okay, so funny enough, oh, okay. So one thing I want to point out here is I don't know what's going on with that. That is kind of weird. Getting a dragon over there to fix that. Yeah. Anyway, so we do actually have a food problem when it comes to berries, not really fish. Then again, we don't really have that many people going on the fish right now, which we can easily fix by doing this. And then also fixing it by getting the fishmonger and getting them over here so that they are directly across from them. And it's pretty much like a dock. Yeah, it's a dock. It's nothing special, you know? Anyway, gonna get that up and running. Oh, now there's lag. And we're building decoration there. And I decided to build a little bit more statues with this. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It looks decent. I just don't know yet. And we do have our markets up and running. And it seems like everything is running pretty smoothly over here. And they want a tavern. We'll give them a tavern. We'll give them one over here. And this over here, it's looking like how I want it to. If we only just built more, it would look, I think, a little better. But we do have like little mixing alleyways and stuff like that all mashed together. This underneath, so it looks really good. I think it looks pretty decent when it comes to this over here and having it right about there. I think it looks pretty decent. It does look like it collided a little bit with the arch, but it looks pretty good. It fits right in there. Over here, it looks pretty decent as well. Let's zoom in, get a better view. If there wasn't a house in the way, okay, maybe not. Yeah, it looks pretty okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I'll do that in the future, most likely. But so far, it looks pretty good. So ooh, yeah, look at that. I'm really happy with this. Now, I do need to actually put stone here so it looks a little better. I didn't do that. I meant to do that, but let's do it now so we can get that over with. And let's get some right there. Good. Good thing there's no builder house. That would be pretty good. That would be suckish if we had to build like a little builder's house and then we have to like fully equip it and stuff. And I did put the little pathways to the houses, so we could try to expand this a little bit more. So let's try doing that. Now, we did try with this. I think what I'm going to do is try that again. Let's build let's build more apartments, and then what we can do is get a nice little place like this right behind it on the side. That would work out perfectly. And we're gonna of course put a road like this so it looks a little better and looks a little bit more complete. And then this would allow us to the back end of this building, and that's going to allow us to get to possibly the row house. Oh yeah, row house. That actually fits in pretty well right about there. And then we can have another building over here. I think, what should we put back there? I think we should put a commons house. A common house would be pretty decent. All right, the entrance is right about there. We can do something like this. So it looks like there's the pathway going up through here, right to the front door. And the door is over here on the side. And we'll put one right over there. And it should look pretty decent. Now, I mean, it's open. No, they'll build it. Yeah, they'll fill it in. Yeah, okay, perfect. And then what we can do is we could just collide them and put a blockhouse. Where is it? Blockhouse right over here. So it looks like it's a part of. Wait a minute. Is that the entrance? Okay, that actually fits in really well with that one. So that actually works out. It's gonna look a little derpy, but that's fine. You know, it just works. And what we can do next is, let's see, we could put another common house over here. Oh, yeah, that fits really well right there. Let's do that. And then we can also put some more, what can we put here? We can just fill in a little bit more houses, you know, one little manor here. And then let's get a fancy house. Let's try to get one of those people in there. One of them right about, how is this one looking? Okay, so that's right there. We can actually end it with this right here. And it's a nice little kind of alleyway like we did before. And what we can do is also put like a well here. So it's a nice little, you know, a nice little corner, and it makes a little bit more sense with the water. Even though we don't need to do this because it is still connected to this, we're still pretty good over here. And let's get that right there. And we're doing a good job kind of outlining the place and expanding them over here. And it's building pretty quickly, mainly due to the fact that we now have citizens here and resources nearby to help expand. And let's start continuing with this over here. We could do another one of these right about here. Works out. And that kind of ends that little opening here, which is good. And now we need to start, uh-oh, lag spike. And now, okay, so it seems like, what's going on over here? Oh, did a dragon of mine die? Wait, did one die? Where's the other one? Uh, where's my other dragon? I'm not seeing him on the map, and it says there's two. Uh, attacking desired target. Oh no. Uh-oh, game crashed. Oh no, that is not good. Uh-oh. All right, making sure everything is running normally here. So we did have a crash over here because one of the dragons disappeared and I guess does not exist, and the game coding was like, hey, let's do something funny. And, you know, I guess the dragon is non-existent anymore. Fucking cool, I guess. Yeah, so there wasn't really much lost. It was only this building over here, which we are rebuilding right now, and the game is actually running super smoothly, which, you know, I guess we need a good crash once in a while for everything to work. And my god, looking at this square on a different angle with all the shadows actually looks really good. I'm really happy with this. Oh yeah, look at all that. Now let's finish up building over here and kind of top this area off. So I don't want to add the slums. The slums are pretty disgusting, I'm going to be honest with you. So we're gonna build a little corner over here. Well, actually, it fits pretty perfectly with that. And we're going to do something like this. And then we're going to make another apartment. Does it? We could just put it right here. It would be colliding. Maybe not. Maybe not a good idea. Okay, maybe not an apartment like that. Could we try to get a commons house? What? Okay, commons house would actually fit perfectly right here. So we could actually use this in the future next to other buildings to kind of block it off. So that works out. And what about over here? We could just build you right about here, right? I feel like it needs more space. If we build a commons house, it needs a space on the entrance side for it to actually look pretty decent. So we're not going to really put something right there. And what we're going to do is put a tree over here. Put like a nice little tree right there. And what we can also do is maybe not. I was thinking of putting a park or something over here, but decided to not do that. Yeah, decided not to do that. And what we can also do over here is we could just put a tree of glory over here and give it a nice little top off there, and give it also a nice little spikes, you know, just to keep it framed in, you know, nice little, I guess, walls. And what could we put here? We could put a pike tree right there. And then I think that should be good. We'll let all this build. I'm getting a slight lag spike. I'm checking over at the dragon over here, saying if it disappears or not. Really hoping it doesn't. All right, not too bad. Just gonna be burning down. What are you doing there, buddy? Uh, can you do the thing? Interesting. So it seems like the dragons are bugged. Oh, he's not returning either. What if we do that? Uh-oh. Okay, so it seems like the dragons are overall bugged here. Oh, wait a minute. They need food. Okay, so we do have fishers, which should work. I'm actually really worried about that. Right? There are... Okay, yeah, they are in. Perfect. And then we can get some people in here. 383. Get the food supply running, and that should work out greatly. And I do need to actually start making more berry production as well, so we can do that over here. And I remember my nice little thing, but we're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to slap them down because we just need berry production. I'm not going to do anything fancy since this is pretty much the end of, or we're getting to the end of the video and pretty much the end of this series, which I know some people are going to be sad about, but it allows me to do more and bigger videos, which I plan on doing instead, since series don't really do as well, like I mentioned before, on a different video. But you know, we might do it again later in the future once we have more of a following, just because, you know, it just doesn't perform. And I think that's just, you know, series in general, unless you're pretty popular, and I'm not. Anyway, we're gonna get this up and running so we fix the berry issue, and that allows us to use different things like the Great Hall, which I placed over here since it just fits right in. Sadly, we can't use it because we don't really have that many food, like as you can see. Oh, actually no, we do. Oh, perfect. We can do something like that. And yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of wheat, meat, but not enough fish and berries, which sucks. But we'll try to make do of what we got there. And we have one of these to help boost more people. And did I get this one activated? I did. So let's see how many people we get here. We have 2,843, and it's been a while since I broke this kind of, barrier. I want to get a 10,000 in the future, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, we got 58 people there. I think there's more festivals going. Yeah, there's more festivals going, so that should be bringing in more attention. We'll wait and see how many, if it's a back-to-back thing, since it's been a while since I've done multi, you know, parties, I should say. 58. Seems like it's only one at a time. I'm not sure, because they aren't bringing people in. Uh, only mildly, because there are already... Oh, okay, that's why. So it seems like they prevented that with a peasants or mildly enthused. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, we should be... Oh, there we go. We got more people. Good. So we're slowly building up our land. We do need... Oh, a bathhouse. I totally forgot about that, too. Let's get one right over here. It fits perfectly. And then we can get an aqueduct. Where is it? Aqueduct over here. And then that should help with the bathhouse. And then tavern and a library. Okay, so let's get another library sort of thing going, which we're gonna just place a citadel. I think it's perfect if we place one right here next to the statue, and then what we can do is easily have well, we still have that there. Might as well leave it there, and we're gonna do something like that. Gonna border that one off, and we could even put something right here, but I'm not gonna do so. Then you seem to be building pretty quickly, which is good, and then we can do a nice little tour of everything on the island and end the video there. And it's all done, sort of. They're still building the citadel, but that doesn't matter to me. Also, we just got a nice ice warning because it's raining out and it's going to be in the negative. So good thing I don't work tomorrow, or today I should say, because I'm recording this at 3:14 a.m. Yeah, I don't know why I do this to myself. Anyway, let's take a look at this place. Now, oh, wait, wrong button. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to go into cinematic mode or whatever this is. Anyway, so this is the town center, and we could have done more, but, I've been going on long enough, and I need to sleep. So we have some nice houses with some marketplace on the sides and two statues next to the main statue. Nice little industrial area over here, which I actually kind of like the setup on. Not this over here, but oh, it looks like it's falling. But this actually worked out perfectly. They have a lot of tools over there. I'm trying to click something I can't click. I do like the meat system over here. I like how I decorated it. Looking at it now, I really do like the row of trees with the pine. Pretty good. And then this area over here, I like this main area. Might copy this again, but this time maybe for meat, and then do another side parallel with that one, but for bakeries, and just do a bigger wheat farm, and it will help with food. This, I never actually changed the trees in here to statues, but that's fine. I like this whole design. Definitely need to change them, but berries fine. And then I like this mix mash of homes over here. This is something I might try to do again in the future, because I really actually like the outcome of this, and definitely like the little blockhouses here. It just seems really nice with all the alleyways, just like the, just random, like, oh, look, pathway there. Oh, let's look down here, a pathway over here. A little open over there, but, that's fine. We could always block it off. And a nice little, like, just like all mixed up, Ooh, what the... Oh, I never actually filled that in. We could have just filled a fancy house here, but that's fine. And it looks kind of weird, like it's not finished, which is fair. I sort of like this. Oh, I hear some thunder. All right. And then, of course I have a road system here. I never actually explained this. I cleared the stone off and decided, hey, if they need stone, they got to go all the way over here and bring it over there. Made everything a little quicker. Now, I actually do like this. The setup of it was okay. Overall, it's just a mess. Wait, what the... Oh, that's a bank. That's why. But like, it worked out, it worked really well, especially for this place. Definitely should have maybe planned a little better, like what I did down there. But over here, I actually really do like this quarry thing too, with the little gnomes. It looks really good. I actually like this. I would copy this. This did its job. I don't know why they're not shooting that. It's a little buggy. And the military area, I expected it to be a bit more military. I should have maybe like made it a little smaller and not as big, but we do have an open area. So if you want to, make a giant rally point, there is a mod with tents. So you could put tents over here and, put all your troops in there. That is a mod I might be using. I don't know. I don't really have the purpose for it myself. Ooh, that thunder. Have some meat just for this guy. We may actually set up a giant meat system around the dragons. That actually would make a little bit more sense. Same with the fish. And then once they get their share, they can spread out. So anyway, I do like this little pattern with the trees. So I might do this again, but this time decorate the whole outside and maybe with other buildings. And then this area over here was a kind of a failure when I first started, and that was on my bad, but it worked out in the end. This part is pretty good, actually. I would say it's pretty decent. It's not the best. I would rather prefer this city over here, where I learned from my mistakes over here, but I could have maybe restructured it since I had the resources, but I didn't want to at the same time. And as you can see, there is a lot of food being taken from this, which is kind of the point, is what I wanted, because there's not that much food over there. It's mainly meat and some, other things, but they're going over here, taking the food here and moving over there. That is fine. I would rather have all those granaries in the middle. Maybe we can do something like that in the future, but this time without the new lands mod creating lag. Might just be easier if we have just a middle area and put all the food there. But yeah, anyway, the fish is fishing and the meat and the wheat are, weeding. I don't even know what to say about that one. I actually like this. I actually kind of like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for our entire empire here. I didn't really wall it off. I just kept that out. Well, kept that on because I was too lazy to remove it. And you can kind of see where we just got to a point where this is the best outcome over here. I am really proud of this. Now let's see our population. 4,000. That's pretty good. Now, I'm not going to cap it off. I'm just going to end the video here and start working on my next one on Friday, because today is what? Wednesday? Wait, oh, no, today's Thursday. So I guess we're going to get 2 kingdoms and castles back to back. Look at that. Anyway, oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Have a good time, guys. Be careful if you live in kind of like the area I'm at. It is starting to rain and be a little icy. So, yeah, take care and be careful.